creature from a black leather lagoon. And I'm a beautiful monster from outer space too. Learn how to shake my hips in the sanctum, singing, give me tips, and then I fight them. I'm a creature from a black leather lagoon.
Is it that Halloween is the sexiest of all holidays? Why is it that kind of being scared sometimes, horror movies and scary things like that, just a little bit kind of sexy? I'm Liz Langley with Before You Submit and Alice Lagoon, and we're going to be talking about that. That's actually going to be the bonus track. Welcome to my video blog. That's the bonus track on my video blog, but the actual video blog is going to be the 5 hottest psychopaths in cinema. And if you think that psychopaths are drooling idiots in mental cases, they're not. They're actually very smart, very charming people. And that's how they get people in their cars. And that's how people get in big, big trouble. Because psychopaths are not unattractive. Some of them are very attractive. Any of these characters could have killed me at any point. And I'm going to get into this right away with number 5. Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. This is an excellent piece of casting. Christian Bale is such a good actor, and he is perfect as the yuppie scumbag Patrick Bateman in Bret Easton Ellis's awesome novel. What a page turner! If you haven't read it, you really should. It's a really great movie, and he's perfect as this vapid yuppie who has absolutely no... His friends can't even remember his name. It's actually some really funny scenes in this film, too. But his only 2 passions in life are music and killing girls. And so you get to see a lot of how he lures people in, and then kind of what it is that compels him to do what he does. Anyway, it's a really excellent movie, and he is our 5th hottest psycho. Our 4th hottest psycho, who just edged him out, Viggo Mortensen as Tex in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Yes, before Viggo Mortensen was doing things like History of Violence and Appaloosa and all of this kind of like high-end stuff, he did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, and he was murderously hot. I know that's like a worst, I didn't even mean it as like the worst pun in the world, but I would have let him in my powder blue 1980 Mercedes, which the girl didn't do in the movie, and things don't turn out so well for her. She might as well have let Viggo in the car, is what I'm saying. Anyway, if I had run into Tex, it would have been toast. Our 3rd hottest psychopath is Rebecca De Mornay in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. She is so cold and so sort of ice queeny and staid and so controlled in that movie, and that's how you know she's a really good psychopath, when she lets that rage out. There's a scene where she beats the crap out of a bathroom door with a crowbar. Then you see the animal magnetism of Rebecca De Mornay, one of the sexiest women in all of cinema. So she is our number 3. We actually don't have a box cover for Rebecca De Mornay, but I do want to say that the box covers we did get to are so high-tech illustrations of our movies, where this came from Stardust Video and Coffee in Winter Park, Florida. If you're in or around Orlando, go to Stardust for beer, some coffee, the best nachos in all of town, and some excellent movies as well. Number 2, we all go a little mad sometimes. Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates in Psycho is my number 2 sexiest psychopath of all times. And you know, I know that the name Norman Bates is synonymous with like Charles Manson and Ted Bundy, but you know, if you saw Psycho before it was Psycho, if you saw it in a theater, if you had the luck to see it before the hype, you would have gone in there and thought, Anthony Perkins, what a sweet, handsome, tall, dark, and handsome, mild-mannered young man, and he's so lovable and vulnerable in that movie, and I would have so been dead. I would have walked in there, and I would have like gone back into the office, and I would have said, Norman, you know, I'm gonna take a shower, but there's no shampoo in there. Do you think you could bring me some? And you know what? I would have been in a car in a lake before the movie was over. Love Norman Bates, an alum of mine, same school as me, Anthony Perkins, Rollins College. And then our number 1 pick for the sexiest psychos of all time. Actually, we do have 2 in 1. It's gonna be Frank Cotton and Julia Cotton in Hellraiser. And no, this is not the box cover to Hellraiser. This is the book cover to the books of Blood by Clive Barker. We were unable to get Hellraiser, but Claire Higgins and Sean Chapman as Frank Cotton and Julia Cotton in the Hellraiser movie are such a sexually kinetic couple. They're unbelievably hot. And it doesn't end well because it's Clive Barker. But, you know, it can't end prettily. But they're a really, really hot couple, and this is such a great movie, not just like Psycho, not just a great horror movie, but a great movie. And the sexual chemistry between these two is absolutely insane. And I was going to say To Die For, but that sounds a little cheesy. Anyway, Clive Barker, and this is my autograph copy. You can even see my autograph. I got to show this to you. To Liz, best wishes, Clive Barker. This is 1993 in Miami. He's awesome, and that's our awesome list. And please stay tuned for our bonus track to the top 5 sexiest psychos of all time. Why Scary So Sexy?